Masculinity and femininity both are in a crisis.
Right now, we're in a crisis. Which one's worse?
Masculinity.
Whew.
Can't believe I'm saying that. Like, yeah.
Wow. So why? Why is it worse?
Because anytime you see humanity or a person try to heal, oftentimes you get this pendulum swing to the opposite unhealthy extreme. So for years and years, my answer would have been women before the 60s. Femininity is way more in crisis here. Because this is the thing, if masculinity starts to step into their shadow power, which is not in alignment power, then they start to be unsafe towards women. And when you are unsafe towards women, it actually prevents females from being in the feminine.
100%.
I don't care whether she's a stay-at-home mom or not at that point. Femininity was being destroyed for a very long time. When this whole feminist movement came about, that started more in this country, especially with suffrage, but in the 60s is really the apex of this, where women flipped the scales. By the time women got to that point, they were so angry that it was not pro-woman. It was, you're never gonna tell me that I'm less ever again. It was vengeful. It was, I hate men. It was, I'm going to stand up and show you that I can do what you can do and better.
Ooh, I can feel that though. I can feel that in my soul. I've been that woman, so I get it.
And we won, honestly. Not in some countries, I'll tell you that. In America, we did win. In Europe, we won. And not to our benefit.
So we took it too far, but
we
won.
swung the pendulum completely.
Yes.
It wasn't about feminine, it was actually less about feminine empowerment than it was about male hate. And the reality is, so many women that were part of the 60s, they don't recognize that in themselves. When I'm saying this, they get so mad at me. They're like, you don't know. I'm like, no, I do, actually. I am very aware of why you did everything that you were doing. I mean, if you start to look at the statistics in terms of, but also just like time periods of when things were legalized for women, trust me, you'll vomit. I mean, it's insane. But they have to recognize that they were so angry by that point. It was that was a movement against men.